Okay, so Jake Paul has the fight coming up in like 3 days, right? Right. Here's the problem with the fight, and this is the problem with every Jake Paul fight. He cannot look like an idiot in the fight. He can't. He has to walk out like Floyd pretty much in every single one of his fights. Why? Because how he presented himself in that ring. You present an image when you walk out. You present an image when you're doing interviews. You present an image when you do the press conference to the weigh-ins to whatever, the public workouts. If you come out unorthodox and you crush it in that ring, some people will copy your style. Some people will tell their kids about it. You'll probably go down in history, Jake, but you'll probably have to have a multitude of fights, though. Because at the particular moment, you are catching attention. You are catching exactly what you need. The attention of not just any random people, the right ones at the right time. The only problem is, and the only problem with Jake at the particular moment is that he can't lose. He's not a normal fighter. The average fighter can take a loss, take probably 2-3 months, probably even a year off, and probably train throughout that year, come back in the ring, crush it, go on a streak and never lose again, Canelo Alvarez style. Or you can lose the fight, rematch the person, beat the person, then continue on. You may have a Conor McGregor type style that you may lose your first fight, Jake, because it scares me to say it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna take a second to get a little more personal with it. I didn't really like Jake Paul when he first popped up on YouTube. When I first started seeing videos, I didn't like it. Didn't like Logan either. But Logan was a little more chill compared. Well, not really. They both were stupidly idiot to me. I'm sorry. But when he started boxing, I rooted for KSI. I rooted for Deji. I wasn't Team Paul at all. The first or second fight. I knew Jake was going to win against Deji, but I wanted Deji to win. But Jake wound up winning. He went against Nissan Gibb. I didn't want him to fight Nissan Gibb, to be honest with you. As much as I probably said it, just joining in the bandwagon, I didn't want him to do it because I didn't think he was going to win. And lo and behold, unsurprisingly, Jake won. Surprisingly, he won. The way he did it was surprising, though. That was the surprising part. It wasn't that he won, it was how he did it. That was surprising. That's what got all of us like, what the fudge just happened? Then, same with Nate Robinson. I was like, ugh. Why, Nate, why did you even get in the ring, bro? Like, I feel like I would have did better. Yeah, gotta stop that one, Nate. Did you spar at all? For real, did you actually spar? Or did they just say, okay, you're good for the day, go home? I'm sorry. That's probably bad on Nate's end, but Ben Askren is a legit fighter. Multiple-time champion, multiple championships. This man is the kind of guy that, hey, if I was, to be honest with you, I would beat Ben Askren if it was me. I want to beat this man because I want a career like that. I want to have multiple titles. Always remembered me as an Olympic gold wrestler. Kurt Angle much? Kurt Angle much in the Olympics? Oh, he choked it, didn't he? Oh, never mind. Kurt Angle much? I'm kidding. All I'm saying is this. Jake can't lose because his image. The image that he presents for himself and for everyone who watches him. We can laugh at what he says in the press conference. We can laugh at what he says in the interview. We can laugh at him stumbling his words. We can laugh at him not talking. We can laugh at the obvious. We can laugh at the unobvious. The thing is this. When it comes to the fight night, is when the big time show up. It's when this is the put up part Jake needs to do. If Jake loses, he's done for. He knows this though. He knows that he cannot take a break like he probably would need it, because I personally may not be the biggest of fans, but I have been recently. After, to be honest with you, after the Gibb fight, I was a little skeptical of him fighting KSI, because I didn't see KSI easily beating him. I did see this being an upright, tough battle that the only way I could see Jake losing is by points. I didn't see him getting knocked out. I didn't see it. Unless Jake bum rushed him and he was completely ready for it. That was the only thing I could see coming. Now with this, I don't know. KSI is making Reddit videos. He probably is still training behind the scenes. We don't know. He probably doing the workouts, but not the boxing portion of it. He probably does have a team right now that he's probably training with and is hush-hush for whenever the fight is confirmed or whatever. It may be, may not be. But all eyes are on Jake right now because of the image. If he didn't create an image like this, he would be in a safer spot to lose and continue on. Logan is in a safe spot right now. Logan can go bottoms up against Floyd and it's fine. It's fine. But Jake, on the other hand, can't. If Jake fights Floyd for real, my money's still going to be on Floyd, same when Logan fights. I'm not voting for the opposite brother as much as I want to see Jake's career, because I want to see Jake blossom. I want to see the sucker, because he wants to be this all-time, this great fighter, this legend. He wants to create this career for himself to say, not only because his thing is very smart. He's smart. He doesn't want to just fight people. He wants to fight them MMA fighters. That's that right, MMA? The MMA fighters. He want to take the people who sign with Bellator, UFC, and all these other industries and say, come on down. You got a good name on yourself? Come on down. Let me knock you out. Ben Askren, known at this point for the 5-second knockout. Ben Askren already presented this pretty easily for everybody. Everyone tried to push this narrative that your life is over if you lose to Jake. But he was like, no, it's not. I lose to Jake. I go home. I win against Jake. I go home. My family. Go back teaching wrestling. People make fun of me. That's if he loses. If he wins, but he goes home a hero, he can get knocked out in devastating fashion in the 3rd, 4th, 8th round for all we care. Which wouldn't be good for Jake, because Jake has once again pushed himself as I can beat him in the early rounds. If it go past the 3rd round, I'm sorry, Jake. I'm a little the Ben better be resilient as like, hey, if Ben is resilient like that, bro, I don't want to throw the towel in. A lot of people ask the question, what is Jake gonna be like when it's crunch time? Because we've never seen Jake when it's crunch time. No one has seen Jake when the odds are stacked against you. When you are legit under those lights, you're tired. You have nothing left to give. What do you do? Does your team throw the towel in fear of you getting hurt? Do you continue to fight until you can't anymore? Do you find some energy out of nowhere and beat Ben? We don't know how the fight's gonna go. 3 days left. We're going to see videos. We're going to see the probably the day before the fight. We're going to have him saying, did you guys go to Triller and, download and pay for the pay-per-view? Did you guys pay for the pay-per-view? You should on these websites. So you can watch me knock out the Napoleon Dynamite, all the other dumb stuff he's gonna say. I don't really vibe too well with his trash talk. His trash talk is kind of childish on the level it is. His maturity, like press conference wise, he's not winning. I don't think he's ever gonna win a press conference. Like he didn't win a press conference at all. I don't care what nobody say. He beat up everybody else in the press conference. No, he didn't. He was a fucking idiot in every press conference. I'm sorry. Whoever is teaching him how to trash talk, they gotta stop. That's elementary kids going at it with each other. Like, talk some real trash. Talk about how you gonna beat the fuck out this man. Don't sound like you forcing it. Let the mug come natural. Like, sound like he forcing every single one he do. I'm sorry, but this fight right here, he has to win. He has to win for image wise, because Dana White even put $1 million down for him to lose. Then does Snoop Dogg double it and add another $1 million to it? So that's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say to anyone who hates Jake or loves Jake. Here's the thing. Oh, also in particular for Jake, there aren't just two groups of people trying to watch this fight. No, there are the people who want you to lose this fight. There's people who want you to win this fight. And there's people who just want to see the outcome, because people like me in particular, I want you to win. But at the same time, the reason I want you to win is not because I'm a Jake Pauler. No, it's because I want to see how far you can go with this. Because if you can legit get a McGregor fight, and that was originally supposed to be the thing until he lost to Poirier, but if you can get this McGregor fight and you can beat McGregor in a devastating fashion, congratulations to you. But then the biggest question is, because we all know if you beat McGregor, because don't get me wrong, if you beat Ben Askren, that's a big thing, but you beat McGregor, the world, like right now, you think the target on your back is big? You are going to be an absolute legit, not fighter, but a legit threat to some people. Some people are possibly going to pay even more top bucks to fight you. We've had, I think, a guy, he didn't have like 5 million. I think he'll bet 3 million. He was like a retired fighter. I know he came back into fighting just so he can get a Jake Paul. He's a kickboxer though. He still does boxing. I didn't really see Jake respond to it. Conor McGregor's sparring partner, the person he was sparring for boxing, is a legit boxer. He said, let's go doghouse rounds. Jake didn't respond. That's not looking good on you. And then the whole allegation last night, when I found out that definitely don't look good on you. Jiminy Mimity. But all I'm trying to say to kind of end this all is this. Jake, you kind of can't lose. The reason you kind of can't lose is because of this. The image you put out there. You put yourself in a position where you backed up against the wall. You didn't grind your way slowly up to the top. You cut your way up there. You skipped all the way to the top, where a lot of people that have bigger numbers on them have more of a stack of a resume when it comes to fighting can do. McGregor, for one, when it came to Floyd, he didn't have it when he first started in his first 4 fights. No, he didn't. But he had it after a while. What was he, double champ? He had something. Right now, you don't have it. You just have what a lot of people are doubting. You have the skill to be a great boxer. I don't have any doubts about that. Who you're up against at the moment, to me, I don't think you should be, in my personal opinion. But hey, you may be smarter. You may be able to, not even just smart, you may be able to do better in that ring than a lot of people would want you to be. You beat Ben Askren in a really decent amount of rounds. Congrats. You don't look like an idiot. You don't let Ben connect too many good shots or clip you one good time. Because I already see it coming. If Ben clips you one time to make you almost hit the ground or to make you buckle up, it's going to be clipped. It's going to be memed. Ben makes you touch the mat one time, and I'm not talking about footwork. I'm talking about your knee bends, touch the mat, your glove touch the mat because you lost balance. You're a meme. Ben already won the fight. He doesn't have to knock you out. And if Ben is able to go the distance with you, and he beats you by points, because I think that's how this fight could go in the best way for Ben, is by points he beats you, because you may have been trying to go for the devastating one hand knockout while he's been collecting points like he's Floyd Mayweather out here. And plus, didn't Floyd say he wanted to fight you after the Ben Askren fight? Which don't do that. Don't. I love me some boxing matches. I love high stakes and everything, but no. Undefeated versus undefeated. Yeah, that sounds like a really cool thing. Like, I want to see Khabib versus Floyd, but we're not getting that, sadly. But Jake versus Floyd, I don't want to see that. That's scary. It's scary because why would you do this to yourself? Don't sign the contract. Don't let Logan fight and then you go next and then you take an L too. I know you talking about I don't do exhibitions and all that dope. That's the way to do it, Jake. I have so much to say, but I really don't want to because I just want to talk about the Ben Askren fight. But yeah, I really see the fight being a really good fight. I want Jake to be successful because I want to see how far he goes with all this. Besides that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I really want him to do good. If he don't do good, I'm going to sit there and just be like, it's okay. I'm going to laugh at whoever makes the hottest or the coolest meme. Other than that, I kind of want to really see how far he goes. How much he can make from this. How good of a skill can he go? Will he actually get a Canelo Alvarez fight? Will he get a Floyd Mayweather legit fight in the boxing ring? I'm not talking about Triller. I'm not talking about just anyone. I'm talking about big stage. You know what I'm talking about, with the press and everyone around, like the big stage fights, a big money fight. If he can get them kind of fights, Jake's made it. Still always be made fun of if he take an L, but he made it. He's trying to distance himself from it, but it's too late. It's a part of your character at this point. You're not walking away from this. Don't be Dax. Please don't be Dax. Please. But yeah, besides that, keep going, Jake. I wish you luck on the fight, though. I hope you win in devastating fashion, probably in the first 2 rounds. If you don't do it, I'm just going to keep reacting and just be like, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat. Because I already am. That's why I'm making this video, to be honest. Because I'm on the edge of my seat for this last 3 days. I've been trying my best to keep calm. When he said 5 days, I was like, 5 days. 4 days. 3 days, oh my gosh, it's only 3 days away. Dang. Good luck, Jake. Hope you win.